So before me, I have a USGI M1 Carbine. This one is an inland version produced by General Motors in April 1944. We're just going to do a little bit of a disassembly tutorial here. And the first thing that you want to do with any gun is you're going to want to place the selector to safe, which that's this position right here on the M1 carbines. And then the next thing that you're going to do is open the action. Now, the 30 round magazines will have a bolt hold open feature. The 15 rounders will not. They do have a bolt hold open, but some of them don't work. This one doesn't. So I'm using the 30 rounder just to hold it open. So then we want to, inspect for cartridges with a physically, or if you can get your finger in there. But you also want to look in there. So the next thing that we're going to do is remove the magazine and take off the barrel band. So take the mag out, let the action forward. The barrel band is held in by a screw that you're supposed to be able to use the cartridge case to unscrew, but it's easier with the screwdriver. So you just unscrew this. Slide that all the way up. And now you can, oops, this will come off. Now you can take this out. Alright, like so. So this is your action. And then this pin will want to fall out here. Right here, that little pin just went flying. And then this will drop out your fire control group with your trigger and your hammer and your spring. And now right here, I'm just going to go ahead and take off the sling. And one thing that you notice is the action is really small. It's super slim. And it's really light too. But here we have our bolt, the op rod, and the recoil spring. So we can go ahead and take the recoil spring out of its assembly, and then that'll just allow the op rod to freely move back and forth here. Now you can clean all these parts right here, and this is to help remove, it's just a built-in tool. It'll help you remove farther parts in the advanced disassembly procedure, but for now we don't need to get into that. Taking the bolt out is real simple. We just lift the op rod up, and then the bolt just comes right out. This is a flat top bolt. They have the round ones too, where it's not cut out right here. They usually etch the serial number right in here to match them with the receiver. You want your firing pin to be rattling around in there. You don't want it to be jammed. So now you can take off your op rod, and this is here's the little cam track that rotates the bolt open and shut and allows everything to cycle here. Right here is your little gas port, whatever, little piston, tap it, this little thingy. That's where the gas cycles down here. All right. Okay, so this is everything that you need to do the basic field strip. Any other disassembly would be within the fire control group here and the bolt. I did have to replace the extractor claw here. You do need a bolt disassembly tool to hold back the spring here and pop the pin out here to replace this part and to access the firing pin. So now let's get back to the reassembly. First, we're going to start by putting the op rod back on. This can be a little bit tricky sometimes, but what we're basically doing is lining up this notch right here with this surface, and that will, right here, that will allow it to pop right in. Right here, it's on. And then while it's in there, we can fit the bolt in at about a 45-degree angle. And notice this little notch for the firing pin, they have a groove for that to fit. So that goes right in there. You can see it's cut out for this, for the firing pin there. So that goes in, and then you can put this up here, slide the cam track over top of the bolt, and then it all falls back into place. So from here, we're going to want to put the recoil spring back in, and there's a little hole right here for the bottom of the spring to go right into, and then we'll just hold that back, put it in the hole here. Now we're in. Sounds good. And you'll notice right here we can just slide the FCG right there, and then carefully, while it's dangling there, we can put the cross pin in here. Whoops, oh, damn it. It's a little bit hard. You have to do it on camera. There we go. Now that's all together. So now that we have this here, you'll notice this little groove that fits right in here. It hinges in right there. Now we can ease that into place, keeping the barrel band slid all the way up. Now we can pop the top cover back on. And now slide the barrel band shut. It'll latch on. And then all we have to do from now, or from here, is tighten the screw back up. We attach the sling and she's ready to go. Oops. And it's always good to do a little test to see everything functioning. Safety, the trigger should not fall. Fire, get the snap, and then reset. Works fine. Magazine, bolt hold open, everything works good. That'll do it.